So we have some questions for you, and then we'll move on. Are there things that interest you?
At this moment, I'm kind of stagnant.
At this very moment or at this broader moment?
Broader moment.
Sometimes people attract big-time drama to shake things up.
No, I don't want that. No.
Just saying. Do you believe that the law of attraction is a real thing?
Yes.
Do you believe in the power of your focus?
Yes.
Do you think attention to a subject activates something within you that draws it to you and you to it?
Yes.
So if you're stagnant, what does that mean?
When you ask me about interest, at this broad period of time, I have been kind of not feeling much passion about anything.
Well, we know that. We started with that. Joy and passion are in the same place. But we're not asking you for off-the-wall enthusiasm or for joy or for passion. We're asking you, does anything interest you? So, don't you wonder what we're thinking? Are you interested in our point of view? Does that interest you? Do you wonder what your inner being knows about you? Do you wonder what's in your vortex? Do you wonder what your magnificent life has queued up for you? Do you wonder what wonderful things are in your immediate future? Do you wonder how it all fits together? Do you wonder about what it feels like to be really in sync with the laws of the universe? Do you wonder what a continuous connection to your inner being would feel like?
I feel stuck. I just want you to give me a kick. Just kick me out. Just kick me into the vortex.
So you believe that your vortex exists?
I kind of saw that at a glimpse, just 1 second. And then, that's gone.
Did you feel joyful then?
I kind of, whoa.
Oh!
But it was not, it was just...
So it has happened to you, and that's why you want more of that. You see, we are so appreciating this conversation because it is such a wonderful, true demonstration of wanting this but feeling this, and wanting this but saying this, and wanting this but seeing this, and wanting this but getting this, and wanting this but not getting this, and not wanting this but getting this. And so this is a conversation about the direction of your thought. So that's why you are the precise reason that we began in terms of everything that we are offering to the billions of people on the planet who are seeking through this vortex. The way you are feeling is the reason that we've begun to speak about the power of non-resisted thought. And sometimes it seems to you, to many of you, that when you're in a moment when you are not feeling strong emotion of one kind or another, that you must be in a place of non-resisted thought, and that is not true. Non-resisted thought is the state by which you are allowing yourself a steady movement toward who you really are. So when you say, Abraham, I just want you to kick me into the vortex, that's good news, because it tells us first you acknowledge that there is one, and second that we know where it is, and next that you believe that you are worthy of being in there. And then we're back to the original question that you stated here today. You don't know how to let yourself go there. And then you said the most profound answer to your very important question. You said, I have an analytical mind. You didn't use those words, but that's what you meant. I have the ability to focus. I'm like a dog on a bone. I get focused upon something. I am a problem solver. That's what you said. I solve problems. And we said problem solvers prevent solutions. People who solve problems do not allow solutions. Oh, they create solutions. They create solutions. They queue all kinds of solutions up for others who are less analytical and less focused to allow into their experience. But you want to do both. You want to be the problem creator, the problem asker. You see, Esther, as she was getting herself vibrationally ready for this important day, she could feel with such eagerness what was going to take place here. She could feel the movement and the understanding. She knew she could feel what was in the vortex. And she acknowledged that her work was to get into the receiving mode. And she acknowledged, and this is the thing that we really want you to hear, she acknowledged the power of life as it has touched each and every one of you, and the questions that the life that you've been living, even in the days that we have not been together in this arena. She acknowledged that what you've been living has focused within you things that you want to know. And she sat in blissful appreciation of the way your life has touched you and what it has cued you up to ask for. And then she acknowledged that her role in this moment in time was not to queue up questions, not to focus upon anything, not to do anything other than put herself in a place of utter allowance of what your life has caused you to summon to you, to be spoken through Esther in a way that makes it more vivid or more understanding to you. And then in the midst of that acknowledgement as she was writing, she thought, this is what life is for all of us all day, every day. Our life, our blessed life, cues up our questions. And then the universe, blessed universe, source, law of attraction, each other brings the answers to us. And she just couldn't think of anything more perfect than life posing the questions and then life bringing the answers. There's just this natural rhythm of, I wonder, oh, there it is. I want, oh, there it is. I love, oh, there it is. There's just this natural, perfect rhythm of life where blessed you in this magnificent body, in this perfect time and space, where you get to feel the desire within you. And then you get to release the tension of not knowing until you do know. And what an uncomfortable strain it is to stand so pointed on a question, so sincere about the question, so desperate for the answer to the question that you just don't let the answer in. There's a relaxing that must take place. There's a reverence for your own value that must take place. There's an acknowledging your own perfection, your absolute perfection of where you are. You're not doing one thing wrong. You're just sort of stuck. You said it in step one. You're stuck in the asking of the question to the point that even though the answers are all around you, and you certainly deserve them, you can't quite let them in because the frequency of the question is so vivid within you. So, we want to just zap you with an understanding, but we can't do that. We want to know it so much that you can't help but know what we know, and maybe in this moment you're getting a little bit of this. We want to wave a magic wand across you that makes you love you like your inner being loves you and like we love you. But most of all, we want you to relax in the understanding that the questions are good and the problems are too, and they are so in sync with the answers that they don't need to be the big things that they seem to be. There's a great big, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I want to know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I want to know, I don't know, I don't know, I want to know, that is within you that doesn't need to be there when there is so much that you do know. So it's by watering the seeds of what you do know that know grows. It's not in watering the seeds of what you don't know that knowing grows. Do you see what we're getting at? Nothing has gone wrong here. You've brought yourself as a representation of what a lot of people are feeling. But you need to lighten up. You need to be nicer to yourself. You need to be easier about all of this. And you need to have more fun. And you need to notice the things that you are appreciating. There are so many. You are not dead, and you are not done, and you are not dull, and you are not without desire. All of that is within you. You just want to let a little more of the momentum about that happen within you. You can't continue to say, I'm bored. Esther and her friends coined a new word. They're going to call Stephen Colbert and see if he can get it in the dictionary. He got truthiness in there, so maybe he can get boredinary. Boardinary. The word is boardinary. I'm bored and ordinary, and those words go so well together. Boardinary, boardinary, boardinary. No, you are not boardinary. You are excellent creatures of excellence. You are on the leading edge of thought. You understand the laws of the universe in a way almost no one ever does. You are on par with the mathematicians and the great thinkers of all time. You're out here on the leading edge of thought. You are synthesizing life in a way that is causing you to ask questions with such refinement, questions that have never been asked with such refinement. This matters a lot. This is important, what you are doing. This is interesting. This is so fascinating to us that we're willing to spend so much time with you when there are ravenous questions out there all over this room. People just chomping at the bit to get up here and to ask their question and to let it in, you see. So, do you feel any interest in what's coming for you? We do. And whether you do or not, we do. And whether you catch up with it or not, our interest will always be there. And so anytime you stop doing that thing you do where you are boardinary, anytime you stop doing that thing where you're not allowing yourself to feel this movement and this movement and this movement, we'll be right there to match you in your vibration. And it is our absolute knowing that, like that moment that sparked you, that you described and everyone felt, there will be many more moments like that for you. We have found this to be fascinating and interesting and compelling and important. And we are appreciating our conversation with you, and we feel joy about it.
May I ask one more question?
It all depends on which way it's going to go. Is it going to build us into this direction, or are you going to go? It's a really good time for you to. No, it's all right. 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 It's all right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I was really well with you.